I seen this on this just popped up in my recommended. I don't really play. I play 2K, but now I just play my league for real. I don't got the my career grind. That was my knuckles cracking, but I don't have the my career grind in me no more. Like I don't have the my career grind in me no more. I can't spend that much time and VC and money for a video game that won't matter come next year. And then not even that, but you got to get that bitch on time for it to like. Cause let's just say if you get Laura, I remember getting 2K on Christmas, and by the time I got 2K on Christmas, motherfuckers is already 92 overalls. Motherfuckers already, you know what I'm saying? If you get the game a little late, you kind of, you know what I'm saying? I feel like for you to get the most out of 2K, you gotta get that bitch when it drop, bro. Cause if you get it any later, fam, like, or think about this. I remember I bought 2K23 when 2K24 was already out. Like, that's how far behind I am. You know what I'm saying? I skipped 2K19. I skipped 2K20. I bought 21 because it was the pandemic. Bought 22, bought 23, bought 24, but I just do my league now. I don't do my career and all that shit now. I just play my league. But this video piqued my interest, so here we are. We have the AUG sauce, AUG sauce. We have 10. We got 3 videos from them. 3 videos. I'm finna watch all 3 of them things. 3 of them things. Chef Trez. But we got 10 things we wish 2K never removed. NBA 2K 10 things. Wait. I feel like I've seen this though. I think
With less.
I think I've seen this one already. I think I've seen this one already.
4 courts playing stuck on the got next. I'm in 2.
All right, fuck it. If I seen it, if I seen it, you won't see this. If I haven't seen it, then you'll watch this video. You'll see this
Over the
video.
years, 2K has removed a lot
But yeah, here we go.
of great things. From walking the stage on draft night, to playing on the 21 court, to winning trivia in the neighborhood to earn a bunch of VC. 2K has slowly taken away some of the best parts.
I hated the guy next shit, bro. I did as like I remember waiting for a spot. And I was like it was one of the things like, bro, we was waiting for like a good 10, 15 minutes, like waiting for this game to end. Like me and my homeboys, we were just on that shit. Or like how when you go how the squad will automatically get in over the got next. I hated that shit.
Parts of the game. Today, we're looking at 10
Oh yeah, the VIP, how them motherfuckers could take you off.
things we wish 2K never removed.
You're calling me a fool?
Hey, if the hat fits, put it on your big old head.
Number 10.
First up on our list, we have free animations. In
Pause.
today's games, animations can cost you thousands of VC. But back
Facts.
in the day, jump shots, dunks, dribble moves, celebrations, it was all free. And of course, I'm talking about before VC. You could literally just switch things up and make your player feel unique without even having to worry about how much VC you have. It might
Or I remember in 2K4. I ain't gonna lie. I used to love the 2K14 badges, nigga. The microwave badge. The what was it? The flash, not the flashy dunker, but it was like doing dunks energizes your team. I used to think the 2K14 badges was so fucking fire, bro.
sound small now, but it made a huge difference. Everyone's player moved differently because everyone could afford to be creative. They didn't
Facts, bro. I hate how everything is the best jump shot or the best dribble moves for this. You know what I'm saying? It's for the best speed boost dribble move. I hate how everything is a meta now. Like back then, yeah, motherfuckers had whatever animations they like. Now you gotta have a certain this and a certain that to have fun and succeed within the game.
have to look up a best jump shot or best animations video because everybody used something different. And honestly, that's what made these games feel special. Now you've got to pay just to
I ain't
change
gonna lie, I agree there.
how you shoot or dunk. And it's wild to think about.
And not even that, but I don't play 2K, but I still be knowing enough. Like, let's just say like you got a Derrick Rose jump shot, right? And then they patch it for mid-range is now buff and the 3 is now weaker. Now motherfuckers gotta change their jump shot again, or they build is fucked up now. Like, that's another thing too. I feel like shit like that fuck it up for the player.
The fact that something so simple got turned into a microtransaction tells you everything you need to know about how the game has changed. And if you thought it was stupid for 2K to start charging for animations, then wait till you see what we have at
Number 9.
Good evening and
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy how they don't have it. But I do like the new part how it's like you go straight to the NBA or just you go straight to the league, like skip all the cutscenes and skip all that shit. I do like that they put that in there. But part of the player experience as an NBA player is being drafted. That is crazy to know they don't have this no more. Or you can straight up go undrafted. I remember one time I went undrafted. Like I legit had to like restart or make a new player because I was that ass. But no, I definitely remember this shit.
Welcome to the 2013 NBA Draft.
At number 9, we have the draft experience in my career. In some of the older 2Ks, there was a time when getting drafted in 2K actually meant something. You didn't just load up and choose an NBA team, you actually had to earn your spot. You'd play through the rookie showcase or
Facts,
college,
remember this.
meet with GMs.
Hey, how's it?
What was the 2K14 one? Was it Eric Bledsoe? I can't remember, but I remember on the rookie showcase, I was getting cooked. I can't remember by who, but was it Drew Holiday, DJ Augustine? I don't know. But I just remember playing 2K14, bro. I was getting cooked on the rookie showcase.
Going. I'm the scouting director for the New Orleans Pelicans.
And wait to see which team would call your name.
The Boston Celtics select the 19-year-old point guard from...
Yeah, some of y'all don't know this, bro. Some of y'all don't know you actually could get drafted for real and go undrafted.
Canada.
And in some years, they even gave you rewards like VC if you went high enough in the draft. Nowadays, that's unheard of. But when you finally...
And I don't care what nobody say, bro. The 2K16 my career story, the FOF, friend of free. What we say? Dirt Bike Donnie, Basquiat, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Freaking and vibing. Oh, that diamonds and platinum, that silver, like, bro. That 2K. That's how all them quotables I remember. He said, "I'm keeping it 10 times 10 with you right now. I'm keeping it a 99 plus 1 with you right now. 100." Bruh, 2K16 Spike Lee, you cooked on that story. I don't know why motherfuckers was hating on that shit. Bro, that shit was so fucking iconic and funny. Like, I miss 2K stories, bro. I do miss the 2K story, for real.
Your name called and saw your player walk across the stage, it felt special.
I mean, nigga, orange juice, fresh squeeze. Like, bro, I thought, bro, as a kid, to me, all that shit was cool, bro. I loved all that shit as a kid. Like, for even in the moment, because I know, I'm not just saying that now, but no. Even when 2K16 was out, I liked this story. 2K17 with the orange, was it 2K17 with orange juice? I think, yeah, you break up with your girlfriend and shit. Bro, I thought that shit was fire, bro.
It was one of those classic 2K moments where you just ask yourself, why would they even remove this? It's one of those small details that made a huge difference, and it's just crazy how something so simple could make the game feel so much more real, but get removed for no reason.
Man,
but
Chris Move is the fucking 2K GOAT, bro. Simple, bro. Chris Move did a lot for 2K, bro, for real.
I guess at this point, that's kind of one of 2K's signature moves. And if you didn't care about my career or the draft experience, don't worry, because it gets worse, and wait till you see what we have at
number 8.
At number 8, we have trivia and dodgeball.
See, I wasn't around for this. This is when I started falling out with 2K. When all that neighborhood shit and... Yeah, this is when 2K started losing me. Like I said, I played 2K18, and then after 2K18, I didn't get 2K19 or 20 after that.
2K used to actually give players entertaining ways to earn a lot of VC. You could load into the neighborhood and play trivia with hundreds of other people answering live, and it was so fun that people would literally schedule their games around when trivia started, just to make sure they weren't in a game and had a chance. It asked random...
They probably won't do this no more because they want y'all motherfuckers to buy VC now. We don't want to get y'all $30 of VC for free. Nah, go buy that. You got to go buy that VC now.
Trivia questions, and each round it showed how many players got it right before moving on to the next question. And if you made it to the end, it would split you a share of VC depending on how many people won that night. But trivia wasn't the only cool thing. You could also play dodgeball, where if you won, you got $25K and a free dodgeball t-shirt. The controls sucked, but honestly, it made the neighborhood feel alive. People weren't just hooping, they were participating, and most importantly, they had a shot at free VC without even having to pull out their wallet. Now, almost all these events are gone. Trivia and dodgeball haven't been seen.
I did like this. I did like the events. I always liked the events in 2K because it did give the park a different feel. Or I remember Park After Dark, bro. I remember niggas was so hot. I remember that shit being ass though, not ass, but it was laggy. Niggas was getting kicked out because the servers was too full. But bro, when Park After Dark came out, I feel like genuinely, I remember me and my niggas like talking about that shit. Like, yo, you was on Park After Dark. Yo, you was on the Park After Dark? No, that shit was crazy, right? Like, I don't know, maybe because I'm not a kid anymore, but I wonder if like the new gen of 2K players still had that same hype for it. But bro, I remember it's an airplane flying. I don't know if y'all heard that. But bro, I definitely remember these 2K events. This shit definitely brought life to the game.
Years, and once again we're scratching our heads wondering why they removed something that added so much life to the game. And it just feels like anytime there's a way to earn a good amount of VC without spending money, 2K makes sure to take it out of the game. And that's just
duh, we want y'all money. Fuck, spend this money on some VC.
Basically, so we keep pulling our wallets out year by year. When 2K removed Trivia and Dodgeball, it really pissed off a lot of people, but not as much as the mode that they removed at
number 7.
At number 7, we have the original Jordan Rec Center.
Wait, they stopped that? I mean, ain't the rec always? It's the Jordan rec, because I'm like, the rec always, they still have the rec in 2K. I guess it's just not Jordan Rec Center.
Before Pro-Am and before
yeah, Pro-Am. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's still shit like this in 2K though.
Had matchmaking, there was the original Jordan Rec Center in 2K15, and although there's mixed feelings about it, it's still one of the most remembered modes in the history of 2K. It was nothing like today's rec. They had 4 courts playing at once, and not only did you wear street clothes instead of jerseys, they also had Got Next spots. And I mean, this was cool at the time, but looking back now, I'm not too sure Got Next spots would be a good thing for rec at all. And to
why? Nah, that's fire. That's fire. No.
Avoid being crucified in the comments. I'm not saying anything about the street clothes because those are still missed by a lot of people to this day. The thing that
and that's when that shit was affordable, my nigga. And also 2K was more tapped in with the culture. Yeah, remember they had fucking I Love Michi, you know, doing the hit them folks dances and the Carlton dance. I definitely feel like 2K used to be tapped into the culture more.
We seem to forget when we think about this mode is 2K servers at the time were ass. You could wait in a Got Next spot for 30.
I still do one of them 2K dances, the one where they like when they doing the little shimmy and then bro hit his shoulder like that. I still hit that dance to this day. Like 2K dead ass put me on a dance. That's we. You know what I'm saying, we used to be. You know what I'm saying, it used to be perfect, man. We used to be whole. We used to be a country. We used to be whole.
3 minutes watching the game waiting for it to end and it would just freeze. Or after the game, one person would get stuck on the Got Next and glitch the whole court. Like I said, it was fun at the time, and that was mostly because it was something we've never seen before and it was new, and because of the memories we made. But let's be honest, we wasted so much time on this game because 2K's servers were so broken. That being said, when they took this out of the game and removed
I don't know, maybe I didn't play it that much, but I mean, yes, I do remember having problems on 2K, but not to the point where it was like, this shit unplayable. This shit is ass. Like, yes, the servers weren't the best, but it was you could still get some games in. Like, I don't ever remember having like that many crazy issues on 2K. But like I said, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, I ain't deep in the 2K streets like that.
Option of wearing street clothes and the ability to walk around and hop on a Got Next, a lot of people felt like it just didn't hit the same. So overall,
I remember one time like I was like a decent overall, but I ain't hit the park. I used to be a my career nigga because I ain't had nobody to play with on the park, so I used to be in the my career. One time I was like an 89 overall, but I still had like brown shirt shit. One time I hopped on a Got Next spot, right? A nigga had text me. He was like, "Bro, change your shirt." Like I was like, "What's wrong with my shirt?" You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know. Just that type of shit. Like used to be a community, bro.
even though the Jordan Rec Center was broken half the time, to this day, a lot of players still say nothing has topped that original Rec experience. You might think 2K made the game better by removing those things, but I don't think you'll think the same at
number 6.
At number 6, we have the 21 core being...
Facts. I played this. Like I said, I ain't had no one to play with. I definitely had this. Definitely used to hit that 21 court.
removed from the park. It might seem hard to believe, but there once was a time in 2K when you could have fun in park without needing a squad. If none of your friends were online, you'd head straight to the 21 court. And it was...
Oh shit, don't they got a one, or is it the 1v1 course?
It was honestly one of the most fun courts that you could play on. It was simple. 3 players playing against each other, first to 21 wins. Everyone who's played basketball or pickup games knows the game 21. And to see it actually added in 2K just made too much sense, and it was actually awesome. You'd score, shoot free throws, and then check the ball and have 2 people guarding 1 person. You'd have randoms fighting for boards, stealing the ball right after you get a rebound, or hoping that they went over 21 points and got set back down. If you had the chance to play this mode, you know it was one of the most fun modes
ever
added,
swiped the ground,
especially in the park. The 21
I still remember the backflip animation, man. Memories, man.
Gave solo players a reason to play park. You could just hop on and hoop. No squad needed. But now it's gone. After 2K17,
and not even that, but bro, I remember, like I said, all the 2Ks I got on was late, so some of them servers probably already shut down. But bro, I remember the 2K23 and 2K24, like the new city or like how that shit is so large. Bro, I remember my shit was lagging. Like that is just walking around the city. My shit used to lag. I'm like, bro, they got too much shit in here, bro. I feel like they got too much shit on the screen. Like, why is my shit lagging and I'm just walking around? Like, I was like, yeah, that to me, I was like, that's when they put too much in the game. That's got a whole open, like, bro, just put all the, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when it got too complicated when motherfuckers got to walk to the Foot Locker, then walk to the Swags. No, we ain't need all that, bro.
The 21 core was straight up removed for no reason. Like I said, I think it just made
park cars. People hated park cars, but I was ass, so I like park cars. But people didn't like park cars, though.
Too much sense to be in a 2K game. Because for a basketball game to not have the game 21...
On me, they used to have a motherfucking, the whipping at them. Bro, 2K really used to be in the culture, bro. I mean, I remember the whipping animation they had with the... fuck you talking about?
One just doesn't make any sense, and removing the 21 core was
Look,
really
look.
messed up. 2K didn't stop
me.
there because
I ain't gonna lie, I was hot when they took this out, bro. Was it 23, 24, 2K 23, 24? I remember going online, going to that part, and I saw that this shit was not in here. I was so fucking mad, bro. That's one of the coolest modes ever. This is one of the coolest modes, bro. You really got to play as a player and still play against like it was my career mixed with NBA and spend no money.
they removed another classic mode at
Number 5.
At number 5, we have All-Star
I ain't gonna lie, I would never forgive 2K for this. I definitely will never forgive 2K for this.
Team Up. Before 2K cared so much about getting us to spend money, they had a mode that was just pure fun. All-Star Team Up. You'd hop online.
I still say to this day though, how do we not have an online blacktop mode? I feel like y'all are sleeping. Y'all need an online blacktop, bro, for real. I always wonder why blacktop couldn't be online.
Alone or with friends, get matched with random players, and each person would choose one NBA star at whatever position was open. It didn't matter who you got, every game felt different, but was always fun. It was the perfect mode for casuals, or when you didn't feel like grinding or sweating in the park or
Facts, bro. This mode was perfect, bro. This mode was perfect.
Anymore. You could just pick a legend and hoop. No pressure, just get ready to hear some trash talk.
I just got in there, you idiot.
But like most good things in 2K, they removed
Always kept my mic muted. Always kept my mic muted.
it. In 2K
I got called nigga one too many times.
26, they added this mode back, but based it around my team and
You for real?
changed it completely. Because now you would have to spend money to get players you
That's fucked up. That's wild. They put that shit back in the game as a watered down version.
wanted. And to make it worse, it was nothing like the original mode. They removed all the commentary and presentation, taking away everything that made this mode special. And
Wow, that's crazy.
on top of that, All-Star Team Up was now hidden behind a paywall. And it just makes it seem like
That's sad. That's crazy how. I mean, I get it. Make your money. You know what I'm saying? Money make the world go around. I get it. You gotta pay the bills. I get it. But I just hate that they sacrifice our enjoyment for more money in all facets of entertainment, not just video games.
2K removed this mode in the first place because they weren't making money. All-Star Team Up was just another one of those modes that reminded you 2K used to be about playing the game, not paying for it. And if you
Facts.
think they're ripping us off now with All-Star Team Up, wait till you see how bad they're ripping us off with My Career at
Number 4.
At number 4, we have Playing My Career once the servers shut down. Not everyone that plays 2K is an online player, and 2K has had some pretty entertaining My Career stories.
Put Vic on the phone.
I can't do that.
On me, that's the referee.
And you used to be able to load up your old saves years later and relive those same stories.
Yeah, that's another thing about everything need to be on fucking line now.
Even after 2K
Yeah, I hate that shit. Like once the game dies or like they move on to the next 2K, you can't, you know what I'm saying, the server shut down. Like I hate that you have to keep up. You have to keep up with the Joneses.
shut down the servers. Your My Player, your story progress, and your stats, it all stayed. But now, the second the servers go offline, everything you built is gone. You can't
Literally. So imagine all that VC, all that grinding, and then the next year or a year and a half when the next 2K come out, it don't fucking matter.
even load into a My Career or play the story at all without being online. A mode that used to be single player is now tied to an online save that expires when the servers do. You might be saying who cares, but honestly you should, because we spend real money every year upgrading these.
Literally, bro. I really want to know, like, like how much like I wish they showed us stats like how at the end of the game or when you finish the game they show you like your stats and shit. I really like when we let's just say when you done playing 2K, I wish that shit showed like from the start of you playing like 2K15 from 2K26 like how much money we spent on VC. Cause I was a jit, but I know for a fact there's some niggas out there who probably done spend over 10,000 in their lifetime on VC.
Players, hundreds of thousands of VC. I mean, in most games it costs over $100 just to reach 99 overall. Then the next year we do the exact same thing, and then when those servers shut down, all that money you spent was for nothing because you can't even use what you bought anymore. You
Literally
basically rented your MyPlayer. 2K has set up a process where you have to start from zero every year, and they basically found the money glitch because when a single player mode dies with the servers, it stops being your story and it just becomes subscription.
Facts.
And if you don't care about my career, don't worry, I got you covered. Because 2K never should have removed this from online modes at
Number 3.
At number 3, we have the old park format. Before the city, there was a time when park was...
Of course, this is goated. I don't even think you need to even dive on this. We already know this was, nigga, this is the best era of 2K. From 2K, some people don't like, or they don't include 2K30. Nigga, I would say, from 2K9. I would say from 2K9 to 2K17. Because I still liked it 2K9 and 10. I used to love the fucking, like, you know how you used to get hot and used to show like the little bars, like those little Wi-Fi bars when they used to show like whether your player was cold or hot or warm. And then after that it became the little red rings and your little player icon. But I would say for me, the 2K run for me is 2K9. 2K started at 2K9 and ends at 2K17. That was 2K's prime. Of course, you could go 14, 15, 16. No, but no. I think that their run was longer than that. I would say 2K was just cooking every year after 2K9. After 2K9, I feel like they were cooking every year till 2K17.
Simple. And honestly, that's what made it so great. You load it in straight to your affiliated park, and if you wanted to go to other parks or the rec center, there was a door that took you straight there with just the push of a button. No giant city, no 5-minute runs just to get into the park.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like we didn't need all this, bro. We didn't.
No lag from the NPCs nobody asked for. And back then, the park actually felt alive. You had affiliations.
Sunset Beach. I only went to Sunset Beach because of Pretty Boy Fredo. I ain't gonna lie, I used to think if I got on Sunset Beach, I'd be hooping like that. But I remember, I think Kel Hit 'Em Up was a River City. Kel Hit 'Em Up made me want to join River City. I don't remember nobody was the Old Town. But, bro, River City, I like the chain net sounds. But I definitely missed the Sunset. I definitely missed this for sure.
Rivet City, Sunset.
I do think Old Town had the best court. I think Old Town had the best court because of like the Ferris wheel and the neon lights and the whole nighttime setting. I do think Old Town had the best course.
That and Old Town Flyers, each with their own loyal community, and they were all competing for something. A brand new park. When 2K switched to the city, it might have sounded cool at first.
No, we were not fucking with the park. Even when they introduced it in 2K18, at least me, I remember not fucking with it. I didn't fuck with it.
With bigger maps, more stuff to explore, but in reality, it killed everything that made Park fun. And if you want to change your outfit, you gotta run over to Swags or any other clothing store. Before, you could just simply press the start button and access the shop.
Literally, bro, like, I don't, and look at them VC prices. Way more affordable. I remember, why is it 200K for a do-rag? Why is it 100,000? I remember, like, I wanted, or the Nipsey Hussle, the Marathon Continues hoodies. Them bitches was like 100K. I'm like, bro, I'd rather go get that shit for real. I'm like, bro, that much for a virtual jacket?
It just made every...
They fucked up, man. And the drip was better on the old two. If you ask me, I think the drip was better.
Everything's so much easier.
Nah, it's probably nostalgia here.
That being said, the park format was fast, competitive, and fun.
Still to this day, because of 2K, 2K put me on so many sneakers. But also because of 2K, I want a warm-up jacket. I can't afford that shit, but bro, because of 2K, I want to buy a warm-up jacket. Like the Atlanta Hawks one, the Orlando Magic. This shit that has made me want to buy like team merch or like like I said, the certain warm-up jackets and shit like that.
Fun. And most of all, it was simple. And especially in recent years, 2K still is struggling to find that balance. But not everything we missed was online, because 2K removed one of the best
Oh yeah, the Jordan mode.
features they ever added to the game. At
Number 2.
number 2, we have Create a Legend mode.
Okay.
It all started in 2K11, a single-player mode where you took a rookie Michael Jordan and played through his career in the modern NBA. He started as a 79 overall and developed him into the legend we all know today. Then in 2K12, 2K expanded this. Now
Are we playing basketball? What y'all know about them intros, man? We had it all, man. We had it all.
you could take any player in the league from LeBron to Kobe to
Or the LeBron one with this. Can you hate me now? I ain't gonna lie, when LeBron gave that speech, then the song started playing. I ain't gonna lie, that shit had me hyped. That shit had you hyped. After like 5 times, you just skip it. But bro, them first couple of times, hearing that LeBron speech and then the song come right after, that shit had me hyped. That shit had me hyped.
even role players and control their entire career. So you could even take a guy like Brian Scalabrine and develop him into a legend.
You know what? One thing I hated though is, bro, how like you got a rebound, a steal, a dunk, an assist, and one turnover make the whole grade go down. I'm like, bro, for a turnover, fam, they definitely are nicer with the teammate grades. But I remember if you had an A+ and you turn over the ball, you're going down to an A. Like, they was harsh. What was it? Crucial? But yeah, they was harsh with the teammate grades back then.
It was basically my career, but without all the cutscenes or VC. It was simple, but it was perfect because you could literally rewrite NBA history. Take D Rose and play his entire career without injuries, give Allen Iverson a championship, or once again see what Jordan's career would look like in today's league. Some people like to say he played against plumbers. Well, this mode gave you the chance to find that out. It was about hooping and rewriting history in your own way, and that's exactly why players still miss it to this day, and once again are left puzzled on why it was even removed.
And it's funny because, bro, we have way more technology. We have way more resources to make everything better, but we just don't.
And unfortunately, Create a Legend mode wasn't the only legend 2K has taken from us. Because at
Number 1.
number 1, we have Justin
Really?
Bieber.
He's trolling.
This is by far the worst thing 2K has ever taken from us. They added him in 2K13 and removed him for literally no reason.
He's trolling.
In all seriousness, at number 1, we have Crew Mode. Before Rec, Park, or Pro-Am existed, we had Crew Mode, and it was everything 2K players wanted. And it was also way ahead of its time. You and your friends would make your own crew with custom jerseys, logos, and your own arena. Then you would take that squad online to face other crews in 5-on-5 games. But it didn't feel like Rec or Pro-Am because these games had commentary and a full presentation. And the best part of all, your friends were playing too. Crew Mode was introduced in 2K10 and 11, but it was pretty broken at the time. But for a lot of players, it was peak 2K. And it was so good that when they removed it in 2K12, players went back to 2K11 just to keep playing it. It combined competition with fun gameplay, and it gave the community an...
I definitely do miss stuff. Seeing this shit though, you see it's no bump. He just ran right to the paint with no bump. I hate the fucking, not the bumping, but like the forced animations, bro. I hate the forced animations now.
Identity. If you had a good crew, you were on top of
I mean, this game had animations too, but they covered it up better, I guess.
the leaderboard. And at a time where a rep system didn't even exist, that's all that really mattered. And we can't talk about crew without talking about the modded players. And honestly, that was the main thing holding this back besides the servers. You could pull off some pretty insane mods, like a 25-foot player or everyone walking around with 8-foot builds. I think the craziest one I saw was like a 10-inch player. But even though it had all of that, crew mode was still 2K at its best. And it's still one of those modes that even after...
Sad, man. I see people say 2K26 is better than 25, but I don't know, man. I'm not willing to drop my money. I mean, I'm broke, but still, I ain't willing to, I ain't got no money to drop, but I ain't got no money to drop on that shit, man.
After all of these years, there's still players begging for it to come back. And that is 10 things we wish 2K never removed. If I missed
W video. We not done though. We're not done. We're not done, AUG. Now we have 10 more things we wish 2K never removed. So we're gonna keep it going. Like I said, we got 3 videos of this. Come on.
you thought we were done? From creating
Homie, you thought we was done? You thought we were done?
custom t-shirts in the neighborhood,
Hold up, bro. I gotta go get something to eat. Okay, I just need a spoon. I'm finna eat my slushy. Don't mind me.
To earning the Terminal 23 My Court in my career, all the way to the game intros that
Facts, I missed that Jordan court. On me. I think you had to do like a certain list of shit, and then it'd be like you get a text from Michael Jordan, or Michael Jordan would text you or some shit like that, and he'd be like, "Yo, man, you're dope. You can use my courts." Man, but I really, man, on me, a nigga thought MJ really texted him. I was like, oh shit, nigga, MJ called. MJ hit the phone. I remember the Jordan court 2K15, 16. Really used to think Jordan was hitting the nigga up.
made every year feel special. 2K has removed some of the best parts of the game, and this is 10 more things we wish.
Facts. I never did the dunk contest because I was bad at it, but I still remember like competing or playing it from, you know, I guess, but also I would rather have something not there. I mean, I would rather have something there and me not use it than as opposed to just not having a choice. Because even if this, same thing with Blacktop or All-Star Team Up, even if nobody was playing or the majority of the players are on my career, we still like having options and choices. Now you have to only play my career. You see what I'm saying? It's nice to have choices and options.
Hey, never.
That's what make people feel free.
I love little Michael.
Number 10.
And number 10, we have game intros.
Facts, definitely missed it.
There was a time when loading up 2K actually felt exciting. Before you even got to the main menu, 2K would hit you with an intro that pulled you in instantly, and it made loading up the new 2K each year feel special. Whether it was LeBron giving you a motivational speech,
basketball isn't easy,
a cinematic intro hyping up Michael Jordan,
This guy stinks!
Are you ready?
or a guy simply rapping about his favorite sport.
Basketball!
Those intros were a small thing that went a long way into giving this game life.
I think to me, my favorite one is I like the Jordan one, and he became a legend. You know what I'm saying? I like the one with Jay-Z too, because the soundtrack in 2K13 was fabulous. The 2K13 soundtrack, I liked that one. What was the one? The 2K17, it was like a cartoon anime shit where it was like you was going against like different NBA players and then like MJ was the final boss. I liked that one too because it was like on some anime cartoon type shit. But I liked that one. I like the one, yeah, we're playing basketball. I liked that one too. I'm trying to think, well, I can't remember any of the intros.
These made the game feel so much more special and got you excited to play the game. It made every year feel fresh, like you were stepping into something completely new, not just another 2K. In today's games, you just load straight into the menu with no build-up, no excitement, and the most you get is an ad for the newest pack in mind. It might seem stupid and small, but it made you excited to step into a new experience, and the sad truth is that 2K removed this for absolutely no reason.
It's probably just cheaper. All this shit come down to money, bro. That shit was just probably costing the money, and they was like, they don't really care for real. Let's pocket this money and charge more for VC. Simple. It's all about money, bro.
And game intros were awesome, but what we have next, most people straight up forgot about this.
Number 9.
At number 9, we have Legend training camps.
I don't think I did any of these. I remember these, but I don't remember doing any of them.
There was a time in 2K where if you wanted to get better at a certain skill, you didn't just buy boosts or complete some random quests, you actually had the option to go and train with legends. And the crazy part, it was pretty cheap. Each training camp was around 150 to 600 VC, but there was a catch. You could only do 2 of these per season, so you had to choose wisely. But it was pretty simple. You'd pick the legends based on whatever you wanted to improve, like Magic Johnson would give you +5 to passing, Michael Jordan would help you with your layups and dunks, and each legend had their own drills that fit their playstyle. If you were able to complete the drills, you got
that sounds fire though. Come on, tell me that don't sound fire though.
But the thing that made this so cool is it made the experience feel more realistic. NBA players always work out with legends in the offseason, so when 2K decided to add this, it just made sense. It wasn't some game-changing feature, but it made the game feel more authentic and more memorable. And then of course, 2K just got rid of it for absolutely no reason. And thinking about it now, it would definitely be cool if they added this back, but with how 2K prices stuff.
Yeah, 20,000 for, I said 200,000, so I was capping on it, but still, 20K for a virtual do-rag is crazy.
Stuff today, it would probably be like 10,000 VC per training camp. And we can't talk about small things that made the game more memorable without mentioning what we have at
Number 8.
At number 8, we have the Nike Plus Dunk Replay.
Oh, bro. This was the hot to me, besides of course just playing against your friends and shit, but this was the best part of playing the NBA. Facts. The vertical and the slam cam. this was fire. These deadass. This was the best part of playing like this mode of 2K. Was deadass these type of replays. No cap.
Plays and the sprite slam cam.
Yeah, the sprite slam cam was fucking fire.
If you played 2K back in the day, you know dunking used to feel special. The Nike Plus dunk replays would pop up and literally show how high your vertical was on that dunk. In order to get these
Tell me that don't sound crazy though. Man, y'all don't know, bro.
replays in my career, you had to be wearing Nike ID shoes, but little things like this made you actually excited to get your shoe deal because it felt special and it wasn't just another endorsement.
QJB. Shout out Neil Bridges.
And again, it may sound small now, but these gave my career games that extra excitement it needed and had you sitting there watching a dunk replay just to see how high your player got up. But then we also had the sprite slam cam, and this one showed how much that dunk boosted the crowd's intensity.
Oh my god, this shit, just watching this shit bringing me back memories, bro.
It made postering a CPU with a contact dunk.
Slow motion always goes good. I don't know, movies, whatever. Slow motion always hits, bro.
Feel like it was more than it actually was. The screen shook, the camera zoomed, and the crowd meter popped up letting you know just how crazy that dunk was. And as far as dunking now, the most excitement you get is the same commentary line that
the same as reaction.
we've heard for about a decade now. The commentator sounding
and slams it on name player
like he's having a stroke after you just had a rim grazer. And these also made you want to play things like My Career for
what the fuck? What 2K was that when it was like, yeah, you could start missing greens and shit? When it was like, a green don't mean you gonna guarantee make the shot. When did they start doing that shit?
fun, not just badges. But of course,
I think that shit happened to me one time. I remember one time actually getting I can't remember it that much, but I do remember hitting a green release and not making that shit.
Of course, for no good reason, these were taken out as well. And dunk replays are one thing, but what 2K removed next straight up took away your ability to ask for more VC at
number 7.
At number 7, we have negotiating your contract and
I ain't gonna lie, I don't really care for that. I mean, it's cool because it's on some real life NBA shit, but I ain't really care for that for real.
My career. Back when my career actually felt like it was your career and not just a fixed storyline, free agency actually had you sitting at the negotiation screen fighting with 3 teams who wanted to sign you. And the whole
I used to I always used to what was the team? You know, my favorite part when like when you become good enough and it was like you could start influencing trades and shit. I remember one time I had Damian Lillard, Giannis, and I can't remember the other person, but I remember having like 3 or 4 superstars on one team, and I was on the Blazers. That shit get broken. I love that shit.
Whole time you were asking for more VC, more minutes, or both. If you felt like you weren't getting paid enough VC, you could straight up ask the team to pay you more VC. But also, if you got too greedy and kept asking for more VC, that's when they would slowly lose interest and back out of the deal. This wasn't some big dramatic feature. It was one simple screen that made the game feel way more realistic than any cutscene ever could. And most importantly, it rewarded you for actually playing the game. But
I feel like everybody's been saying this is not really something I miss for real though. You know what I'm saying?
Sadly, this is just another feature 2K took away for really no good reason. But hey, maybe that extra 500 VC a game was really hurting their profits. And negotiating your contract made us lose out on extra VC, but what 2K removed next took away one of the coolest features we've ever had at
number 6.
At number 6, we have the custom.
I remember this. I think they stopped it because one, motherfuckers was putting some crazy shit on these t-shirts. That's one reason why they stopped it. Plus, I think too, because the shit was cheap. Like, you could make whatever shirt you wanted, and it was only like 500 VC, 200 VC, 1,000 VC. But I remember using this, but then, like I said, you probably see some crazy wild shit on here too.
T-shirt creator. This one is actually kind of funny because it was honestly one of the coolest features we've ever had. But let's be real, the community definitely played a part in ruining this. You used to be able to
facts, they definitely put some wild shit on there.
Hop on 2K, upload your own images, and make custom t-shirts for the whole park. People made all types of shirts, and honestly,
I remember that 21 Savage one. I don't know why that's just sticking out to me, but I definitely remember seeing that, playing it.
It added a lot of personality to the game. But of course, it didn't take long before people started uploading explicit images and putting them on t-shirts, so 2K really had no choice but to take this away. But I also know that there were so many glitches and workarounds that let you get your shirts for free, so I'm sure 2K also was getting super annoyed about
I ain't know that. I know that them was cheap. But I ain't know that. I ain't know that.
Money on this. Back then, you could create your own, buy other people's, and even vote on the best design. And it actually felt like a community feature. And unless 2K finds a way to censor explicit images, or find a way to slap microtransactions on this, it's probably never coming back. But honestly,
Now they should bring that back. They definitely should bring that back. I don't think they will though. I don't think they will.
maybe this is what the community needs. A bunch of dudes walking around in a Bonnie Blue t-shirt.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If they, and it's sad, not sad, but bro, I know for a fact, if that shit came out now, we definitely would have seen some Charlie Kirk, George Floyd t-shirts. For real. I know for a fact we would have seen either of them shits if that shit was still around.
Making your own shirt was absolutely fire, but what if I told you 2K had you going on hot air balloon rides with NBA players at
Number 5.
What'd you do? Cheat on your math?
It's the first ad I done seen. But nah, the community too wild. People too wild for that shit now.
system was simple, but once that.
Number 5.
At number 5, we have connections in my career. The system was simple, but once again, it made the mode feel alive. You weren't.
I remember that's how you got the Jordan court. You had to get Michael Jordan, or you had to have like a certain amount of followers or something like that. But that's how you had to get the Jordan court. Jordan was a connection.
Just grinding my career games, you were hanging out with other NBA players and doing some of the most random things ever, like washing your truck with Al Horford, or even going on a hot air balloon ride with Chris Bosh. But the fact that these were so hilariously unpredictable, that's what made it fun. You get messages from legends, NBA players, and even celebrities. And depending on who you choose to spend time with, that's how you'd unlock different rewards, jerseys, and other connections.
Hey guys, I'm Rachel, and I'm here with Freak today.
And the reward everyone was chasing.
Freaking and vibing.
This year was the Terminal 23 My Court, which you got from Michael Jordan. And to this day, that might still be the coolest My Court we've ever got.
So I said that, bro. That's still, nigga, that's the best fucking court ever. No, what was the penthouse court? No, I remember when So Illuminati had that shit. I can't remember, but I remember the penthouse court. I don't know what 2K that was, but it was the court. I'm eating the slushy, so sorry with all the sounds and shit. But the penthouse court, when that shit had the little window view shit, I thought that shit was fire too.
And the fact that we actually had to earn it made it feel even more special because not everyone had it. They had connections in 2K17 as well, and you still even got a new
Yeah, this one right here. This one was fire.
My court, but they weren't as good as 2K16 because the game had a lot of issues, and for some people, certain connections weren't showing up, and this was a big deal because they started hiding important rewards behind connections, like getting the jump shot creator from Coach K. So if it didn't pop up for you, you're just out of luck. Connections weren't perfect, but they gave my career a fun reason to keep playing, and it was one of those features you don't really realize how much you miss until you look back and think. 2K really doesn't give us stuff like this anymore. And connections were awesome, but with 2K removed next, made playing the game.
Yep, you don't miss it till that shit gone. Like they say, you don't appreciate what you got till you don't got it no more. You don't appreciate what you got till it's gone. I don't know why we're like that, but that's true. That's very true.
Game super inconvenient at
Number 4.
At number 4, we have spawn points. If you've played 2K and Next Gen and had to run around the city, then you already know how clutch spawn points were, especially for the people who.
I don't know. I wasn't deep into 2K. This was more for like city park type players. I wasn't really. I don't know. I can't remember too much of this. I don't know.
Who only play certain modes, because instead of having to load into the city, you could simply just load right into that game mode. If you only play Rec, you could spawn right into the lobby, and all you had to do was walk right through the door.
Nah, yeah, I wasn't, I don't remember this at all.
You didn't have to waste your time getting in your go-kart to make it there. And the dumbest part is when they had spawn points in 2K22, in order to get them, you had to do a quest for ATM. You had to travel 25 miles in the city. But to this day, it still makes zero sense why they would remove something like spawn points, because they know not everyone likes the city, and spawn points makes it much more convenient for those players. But who knows, maybe they just want everyone to be riding around in go-karts. And spawn points made the city a lot easier to deal with, but with 2K removed next, actually gave you an incentive to keep playing Park at
Number 3.
At number 3, we have Park badges and animations.
I mean, like I said, I don't know what Park got now, so I can't say what they have now, but I always used to like the elbow pass Park package or I used to love doing the fucking, because the Park dunks in my career games. I used to love that shit. But yeah, the high flyer, but I do miss the Park animations. But also them bitches was hard to pull off. Like I said, I used to do it in my career. I remember the fucking some of the handles that used to get stripped, or like that was like a steal every time. Or when you do the Park special pass, that used to be a damn near turnover every time. Like that shit was cool, but using it in my career, That shit was very hard to pull
Believe
off.
it or not, Park used to actually feel special. And you
Oh, hell no.
could unlock things
So that weak ass
that you
animation?
could only use in Park, like Park size-ups, Park passes, and Park dunks.
Yeah, that was at the high riser. Man, I really wish, damn, not even that, but like, we can't go back and experience this. Cause if we could, nigga, you know what I'm saying, buy one of the old 2Ks for my 360, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really wish, like, we could go back and get this shit, but we can't. But yeah, I love dunking. I was always a slasher on my shit.
But that wasn't all you could get, because 2K also had some.
No, people did not. I like park cards, but I was ass. But I remember in that time, like in that time period, people did not like park cards. People did not like them.
Something called Park.
You used to be like, oh, if you use a park card, you're ass. Like I don't.
Park badges, and you would earn these by completing objectives in the park. For example, if you were a bone collector, you had to break over 100 people's ankles. But that's what made these so special, is because they weren't easy to unlock. But if you had Park Bully or Bone Collector, you were basically him. And the things you could do with the park animations just made the game so much more fun. You'd be doing some ridiculous dribble moves using the park size-ups, or you could put on the park passes and throw some ridiculous flashy passes, and these just made the park feel like its own experience. And oh yeah, those park dunks were actually insane. I mean, they'd get blocked all the time, and you'd keep telling yourself that you're gonna take them off, but you never did, because when they actually worked, they looked insane. And I mean, back then they
You know what I'm saying? Them bitches was hard to pull off, but they was fire.
even had a My Park Championship, where the winner got a brand new park, which kept the mode exciting throughout the whole year. But sadly, like most enjoyable things that aren't centered around VC, 2K removed all of these, and now Park feels nothing like it once did. And trying to grind a top rep just feels pointless, because most people at the top are just cheating anyway. And when we talk about special things in 2K, we can't forget about what we have at
Number 2.
So get ready. This should be a lot of fun.
At number 2, we have Legend Challenges. There was a time when 2K...
I sucked at the Legend Challenges, bro. I sucked at them. I think that was what, 2K12 or 2K14, one of them? No, 2K14? I can't remember. But yes, the different ones, like you play as with like a Magic Johnson moment, a Jordan moment. Like it was like different moments for different players in their career. But I remember I sucked at that shit. I can't remember, but I do remember being ass at that shit. I do remember being ass at that.
They didn't just give us a My Career story, they gave us a chance to step in the shoes of an NBA legend and relive their history. In 2K11, we had the Jordan
Yeah, I said that 2K11, 2K12. I thought it was 2K13, 14, but
challenges, and they had you reliving all of his best moments. Then in 2K14, they gave us one of the best versions of this we've ever had.
Oh, so it wasn't both. It was just okay.
That was called Path to Greatness. That's where you controlled LeBron's future and decided whether you wanted to stay in Miami to try and build a dynasty, or you can choose the fantastic journey where LeBron ends up on the Knicks. Either way, the goal was to try and beat Michael Jordan's 6 rings. 2K has brought us versions of this back, like the Mamba challenges in 2K24, and the Jordan challenge.
I liked it, but once again, I don't know if I'm ass. I don't know how to shoot, but bro, I remember the Jordan the Kobe challenge, because I got 2K24. But to me, the Kobe challenges were hard as fuck. I only got past the first one. I never even finished it. But to me, them challenges hard as fuck.
Challenges in 2K23. Back then, these modes were just another great mode that you could get lost in. I stumbled upon a guy who's been playing Path to Greatness mode for 10 years, and he just finally finished the mode with 99 stars.
Thank you for your
What the fuck?
passion and for loving this game.
And 2K just honestly never has offline modes like this anymore, and it's sad to think about, because at one point, offline modes helped make these games so great. And before we get to number
It's a shame. Everything got to be on. And like I said, once again, like I just hate that once the game is dead, there's no reason to go back to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? What do we need to go back to 2K21 or 2K22 for? But with these games, they give you something to go back to. Man, 2K... I don't know. I just sound like an old crabby ass back in my day type.
one, we just have a couple quick honorable mentions. Number jump shots. High School 1, jump shot 70, base 98. The list honestly just goes on and on. These things just hit different, especially back in the day when you had a jumper for park and one for rec. But for some reason, 2K removed these numbered jump shots, and many of us had been using those jump shots for years. And for our last honorable...
I'm not mad at that. I used to like the Terrence Ross one because that nigga jumped high in the leg kick. But I had the Terrence Ross jumper. That was my favorite one.
mention.
Hey guys, I'm Rachel and welcome to NBA 2K TV.
This one is more of a memory than even asking for it back, and I just felt like she definitely deserves some respect because she really used to have dudes sitting there watching 2K TV with a smile. And
Not
she
me.
somehow not only made 2K TV worth watching, but also made it relevant in the first place. And that
Facts.
alone is quite the
Facts.
accomplishment. And a lot of players may have had a crush on Rachel Demita, but something that got them even more excited is what we have at
Number 1.
At number 1, we have the original dunk contest. Back in the day, the dunk contest in 2K was one of the most fun modes in the game. And if you played back then, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. Because up until 2K11, you could hop on Blacktop, load up the dunk contest, and then get super creative. And this mode was just...
I was ass at this. I was fucking ass at this, bro. I don't remember too much. I mean, I remember it was there, but I don't remember too much of this mode, bro. I don't.
so ahead of its time. I mean, they even had introductions.
The 2003 numero uno pick in the draft,
Is that bro from NBA Street?
LeBron James.
Even if you had to play
That sound like bro from NBA Street.
by yourself, it was still tons of fun. And that's simply because the computer was even challenging to beat. And you could do some pretty crazy stuff. You could go out there, jump over a bench, throw a fan out of the way, bring out props, jump over cars, barrels, tires. There was so many crazy options. And if you failed your dunk, it didn't just make you stumble. You would just fall all over the objects. And let's just say it's a good thing the injuries weren't on in this mode.
Time's running low. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
This mode also had a street ball announcer
Half man, half amazing.
and the king chairs that you sit in while you wait to dunk. And this honestly was one of the best additions 2K's ever made to the game. But sadly, like all great things, it had to come to an end. The dunk contest was one of those modes you'd play when you were bored and somehow end up spending hours trying to win. And like I said, some of the early dunk contests were so challenging that people still go back and try and win them to this day. But like
That's crazy.
most offline modes that made this game fun, 2K removed it for no reason. And that is 10 more things we wish 2K never removed.
Sharing this journey with you has made my life complete, and I love
Well, one thing I used to like too was the press conferences, like after the game, the press conferences and shit. And it was, the whole plus 10 team chemistry, plus minus 10. I used to always choose the cocky ones, like, it'd be like, Doris Bird be like, you had 50 points out there. What would you want to say? Man, none of them can't stop me. Like I used to always pick the cocky or like or even your player would like insult reporters, be like, is that a real question? Like, are you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember you could actually like say some funny shit in them press conferences. I ain't gonna lie, I definitely missed the press conferences from 2K for sure. And we got the last one. Now, we kept talking about what they removed. Now, let's see. Top 10 things we wish 2K never added. Before we start, I would just say, I wish they never... I don't know when they changed the jumper, but this whole, green release, green window, push, jump, release, all the different... When you want to release the jump shot... That's when shooting is too hard, bro. Like, I hate that. Why is there an RPG to shooting in the game? We should just... It's NBA. It's a basketball game. It shouldn't be all this green window, RNG, shot contest, impact. Like, I feel like that when shooting got harder, I was always a slasher, but I just could never shoot. Like, to me, shooting was always hard for me. Maybe I'm just ass, but shooting was always hard for me in 2K.
Over the years, 2K has added a lot of questionable things. From badge regression making you play a certain way, to unskippable cutscenes in my career, to the...
I'm sorry. I don't think no game should have us. I don't know, like... Yeah, I understand y'all care about y'all product. Y'all want motherfuckers to watch this and... You know what I'm saying? But I know you'd be like, the devs put a lot of care into this, so no, you can't skip it. But I don't think... Listen, we can skip Red Dead Redemption GTA cutscenes. Like, every game should have skippable cutscenes. I don't care how good the game is. Every game should have skippable cutscenes.
Turning the game into a running simulator. 2K's added a lot over the years, but not all of it was good. Today, we're looking at 10 things we wish 2K never added.
Hide the women, babies, and kids. Put them in a bunker. I'm a beast out here, man.
I know what I'm saying? I miss that shit. I might have looked that shit up too. Like, some of the funniest 2K14 or like 2K14 interview responses. I'm gonna look that up.
Number 10.
First up, we have real player percentage shooting.
Never did this. Never did this.
2K added this feature, it completely ruined shooting and took all the skill out of it. You
I didn't know that. I never put it on that before.
can release the ball early, late, or somewhere in between, and the game's going to decide if it goes in based off your ratings. Like I
Shit, I should. That's what I should have did. Damn. Maybe that's why I was asked. I should have been putting that bitch on real player percentage.
said, this took absolutely no skill and made being able to time your shot mean absolutely nothing. People can miss wide open jumpers all game, then turn on real player percentage and shoot like Steph Curry. It was random, inconsistent, and it's one of the worst features they've ever added because it removed all of the skill needed to shoot and turned one of the most satisfying parts of 2K into a dice roll. But
I never did that though. Sound like I should have though.
real player percentage wasn't the only thing wasting our time because 2K continued to waste our time in my career at
Number 9.
At number 9, we have unskippable cutscenes. If you play My Career, then you've had to sit through way too many cutscenes. And the worst part, 2K used to force you to watch them. It didn't matter if you've already seen them, you were stuck sitting there, watching annoying characters like Be Fresh again, trying not to go crazy.
It's happening, DJ.
And what made this so bad is before this, you used to be able to just load in and hoop. No cutscenes needed. So when they added unskippable cutscenes, it felt like you were watching a movie instead of actually playing the game.
Ghost to me. I think I need to leave.
Yeah, you should.
The fuck? A quiet ad?
And of course, nobody asked for this, especially in a basketball game. And we are so glad that since 2K19, you have the option to actually skip them. Cutscenes were cool at first, but since the stories have been so bad for years now, it makes you not want to deal with the cutscenes at all.
Hey.
Not even that, but there is no. I feel like, at least the older 2Ks, there was a story. Now I just feel like it's a bunch of cutscenes about nothing for real.
Hey.
Don't have time for this.
And if you thought that was bad, wait till you see what they did to my team at
Number 8.
At number 8, we have WNBA players in my team.
I'm not mad at this. I don't play my team, but I mean it's the ultimate fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Like, or remember like you have fucking Shaq out there Curry sliding. You got fucking Steph Curry dunking on people. Like I feel like this is fire for my team. Like, why not have a 99 Angel Reese dunking on Shaq? Like, it's the ultimate fantasy part. Like, grabbing anyone and putting them on a team. I fuck with this idea.
They could have made it its own thing within the mode, or at least kept it balanced where the matchups actually make sense. The tallest WNBA player is Brittany Griner at 6'9", and compared to the NBA, I mean that's a small forward. So again, the matchups just do not make sense.
Okay. I see that point there. Okay.
Because in a game mode like my team where matchups are everything, it's going to be hard to use the WNBA players because they're all undersized. It just makes your pack odds worse, which is going to make them more money.
I ain't gonna lie, I definitely will be hot. I'm trying to pull Braun or Kobe or something. I would be hot. I ain't gonna lie, I'll take that back. Maybe this isn't good for the game mode.
WNBA players are really talented, but if 2K is going to make them so undersized, it's just going to ruin the balance of the mode even more than they already have. And 2K hasn't just made my team worse. A great example of that is what we have at
Number 7.
At number 7, we have when they added the season pass. When it first showed up in 2K22, it was clear 2K wasn't trying to make the game better. They were just looking for more ways to make players spend money. They removed rep and made...
I blame Fortnite for that. Not saying... I ain't blaming 2K, but I'm saying, like, Fortnite was the first thing to do season passes, right? Why is 2K, why are you copying Fortnite? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, like, they see one person has success doing something a certain way, and then everybody tries that shit now.
This the main grinding system. Thankfully, those days are over, and the season pass is no longer the main reward system, and they added...
I ain't gonna lie, for a basketball game, I can't believe that's even a thing, a fucking season pass.
Rep back. But the season pass is still in the game, but now it's just for cosmetics, animations, and banners that barely even matter. And it doesn't sound too bad, but that's until you realize that they're gatekeeping some of the best animations and those must-have cap breakers in the battle pass. It honestly just doesn't make any sense.
No, bro, that shit is fucking stupid. I remember seeing that shit, like, yeah, why do I have to wait season 2 for an animation? I have to wait season 3 for an animation? Are you fucking kidding me?
Not having all the animations when the game drops. And to make things even worse, they turned mascots, one of the most iconic and respected rewards in 2K history, into something anyone can unlock through the season pass.
That's wild. took all the grind out of it.
Completely killed what made earning a mascot feel special. The whole system just feels like another way to get players to spend money.
On me, I remember when, nigga, if you were shirtless, you was like a demon. You be like, oh shit. Like, cause when you were shirtless, I think I mean like you was probably like a certain rep or like a certain overall. But bro, I remember when you saw a nigga with no shirt on the part, you should be like, oh fuck.
Because if you don't have time to grind to level 40, you fall behind the players who do, and that just creates yet another pay-to-win situation. Overall, the Season Pass didn't make 2K better at all. It just makes it feel even more pay-to-win than it already was. And it also stripped away what used to make rewards like mascots actually mean something. And the Season Pass was
I used to like the Charlotte Hornets one because he had the Jordans on.
Annoying, but 2K straight up embarrassed themselves with what they added.
No, you're lying. You're lying. This is 2K?
Actually means something. And the Season Pass was annoying, but 2K straight
Nah, there's no way this is 2K.
Straight up embarrassed themselves with what they added.
You're lying.
At
Number 6.
And number 6, we have Gravity Ball.
You're fucking lying.
This is where 2K once again turned their back on the player base and clearly lost the plot. Instead of fixing the game, they decided to throw in a...
Are you fucking a basketball game? Why that shit look like goddamn Rocket League? What the hell, 2K?
Brand new DLC.
And y'all wonder why the fuck y'all fell off, bro. But don't they always like hit profit records? Like every year new 2K come out, they made more money on it than last year. So I don't get that. How is it falling off but the shit do better and better every year?
And charged $8 for it. It was basically in the game, they decided to throw in a brand new DLC and charged $8.
$8 for... Wow. And people pay for this shit too. That's fucking crazy. 2K, yeah, fall from grace. Fall from fucking grace.
For it. It was basically this weird minigame where the ball had its own gravity and players were flying chasing it around. And it made...
this is too... And see, there's nothing wrong with this. Like, for if this was a separate game for $8, there's nothing wrong with this. But this is 2K. Basketball. Michael Jordan, LeBron James. Gravity Ball has no place in this shit, bro.
Made absolutely no sense. Thankfully though, the best part about this is that when 2K dropped this, the community let them know exactly how they felt and even bullied them into making this free. I mean, who at 2K really thought that this was...
Nah, man, that's like, who thought about that? You know what? I know we're a basketball game. I know we're about, simulation, realistic NBA basketball. But what if we make a game mode where it's like a futuristic game and the gravity, like, what? I ain't gonna lie, whoever bought this shit, y'all just as bad. I'm not lying. Why would you spend $8 on a mini game?
Good idea.
You guys can think whatever you want.
Gravity Ball is one of the most recent examples of 2K making it so obvious that their focus is no longer on the players, because instead of fixing the game and giving us a DLC no one wanted, it showed us that they completely lost the plot of...
Why does a basketball game even need DLC? It's a fucking basketball game.
Making a good basketball game, and that they no longer...
No, that's just greed. That's just greed for real.
Cared about the players, just the profits. And Gravity Ball was terrible, but at least it didn't hide rewards behind VC like what we have at
Number 5.
That's actually just greed. Cause what? And it's still, imagine, it's still flaws in the main game, and y'all still went out your way to do all that extra shit for a new game mode.
At number 5, we have Road to 99. When 2K replaced the rep system with Road to 99 in 2K18, it completely ruined progression.
Yeah, I was about to say, it made it harder. It made it harder to, like, level up. It made it harder to get higher overalls and shit.
It was one of the most disappointing changes we've ever seen in 2K. We went from 2K17's rep system, which for the most part wasn't a problem, and we moved to a brand new system that locked every good reward behind VC. With Road to 99, everything changed. You weren't just earning rewards anymore, you were also paying for them. And what made it so disappointing, before 2K18, you could actually earn rewards like mascots, a jetpack, or even a tiger, and it had nothing to do...
I've never seen someone with a tight. Now, I've seen people walk around, with the shirtless. They walk around with the blood ball walking animations. But I don't think, like, when I was playing, I don't think I ever seen anyone with a tiger or a jetpack. I mean, we knew about it, but I can't remember ever, like, loading up in the park and seeing someone with that shit.
with your overall. This was just 2K at its finest, taking something simple and fun and putting it behind a paywall. Thankfully, it was removed after 2K19, but it perfectly showed what direction the series was heading, taking a system that rewarded you for playing and replacing it with one that rewarded you for paying. And Road to 99 definitely makes the game worse, but not as much as what we have at
Number 4.
At number 4, we have meta builds.
Yep. I hate that shit. Not that I hate it, but same thing with the other shit. Like, I hate how, you know how niggas used to make videos with the Dick Barnett jump shot or make, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. Like, now is the best jump shot video, the best the best dribble animations. Like, I hate how, like, there's no not benefit, but there's no point to be unique. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has the same size up because it give you the speed boost. Everybody has the same build because you can rebound and shoot and you tall. And like, I just say how, like, with same thing with 2K21, how the meta was playmaking shot. I hated that shit because I was a slashing playmaker, but I hated always, like, literally the meta was playmaking shot creator and glass cleaning lockdown or lockdown glass cleaner, whatever the fuck. But bro, I remember that was always the meta on 2K21. It was either a playmaking shot creator and a glass cleaner lockdown. Like, I just hated how you had to, you know what I'm saying, if you didn't play like this, you were just ass.
At this point, it almost feels like 2K is controlling what the metas are on purpose, because every year there's a new best build that almost everyone uses depending on what the meta is at that time. And because of that, the game feels stale within about a month, because almost every game you're going up against the same build.
And then, like I say, when they patch it, and then they changed or you know what I'm saying, they patched it. Now the 3 is debuffed and then mid ranges, or they buff dunks, and now it's harder to rebound. Now you got to change the build up now.
Build over and over again, which makes the game feel repetitive and gives it absolutely no variety. Players stopped making builds based on how they play and started making builds based on how the game plays. And
see, and that takes away fun and creativity.
To make things even worse, every time you finally max out one of these builds, 2K will drop a patch that changes the gameplay.
See, then I just said this.
And nerfs your current build, which causes people to have to spend more money and make a new build.
I think they do that on purpose. I think that shit is on purpose, if you ask me.
Every time they change the meta, they are just making themselves more money. And this year's rebirth system makes it even more obvious. Now you get different tiers based on how many builds you've made, which means 2K is now giving you incentives to keep spending. They found a way to turn the builder into a system designed for microtransactions. You're constantly spending money just to stay competitive in a game that changes the meta every few weeks. And
not even that, nigga, everyone, we at 2K26 now? We at 2K26 now. So imagine when 2K27 come out, none of that shit matter no more. Then when 2K28 comes out, everything you did on 2K27 don't matter. Like, that shit just, all this shit about money. I'm telling you, it's only 2 things that control the world. Money, or 2 things, 9 times out of 10 when people do something, it's either about race or money. Simple.
Meta builds definitely make the game worse, but not as much as what they added at
Number 3.
At number 3, we have the city.
One of the worst additions ever. One of the worst additions ever to 2K. Ever.
2K replaced the neighborhood with the city. At first, it sounded like a good idea. A bigger map.
No, the fuck it did not. I did not fuck with the city. I did not fuck with the city or the neighborhood before that, but bro, why do we need is this GTA? Why am I seeing a fucking map for a basketball game?
More places to explore and more
why do I need a map to go buy shoes?
Things to do. But in reality, it completely ruined what made the game fun. Now, instead of simply hopping on and playing, you're sprinting across a giant map just to find a game. And on top of that, there's lag, empty servers. It was more of a running simulator than a basketball game. And the city didn't just make the game worse for online players, it also made my career worse. Because before you could even play a game, 2K forced you to run all over the city doing quests.
You think you could jog around the city and locate something for me? Bruh.
You for real? Busy work. That's what I be saying. Like, same thing with just I was talking about, like, why I don't want to work in that type of shit. But like, bro, most of the shit that they put in the game, like quests and certain shit, that shit just be busy work. Like, I don't know. I just hate busy work. Like, this shit, what I'm doing is not contributing to anything. It's just that's to keep me busy.
You weren't hooping, you were delivering hot dogs, walking runways, making diss tracks, and basically everything that wasn't basketball. And to make things even worse, they also removed spawn points, so Every time you loaded
Shaking my damn head.
it in, you were now forced to run all the way across the map just to get where you wanted to go. And this made the game so complicated. So no matter what you wanted to do, you were constantly running. But overall, the city was supposed to be an upgrade, but all it did was make everything slower, more complicated, and less fun. And the city might have
Yeah, I don't like this shit because it was laggy. This shit definitely made everything more laggy.
killed the park.
Because there's too much shit popping up. It's the trees, the shadows, the buildings, the lights, the NPCs, the other players. Like, I feel like with this shit too, it's too much shit going on the screen. Like, that's why that shit was a lot more laggy and shit and frame rate dropping.
And made the game a lot less fun. But what they added next made absolutely no sense at
Number 2.
Number 2.
We have badge regression.
What 2K was this?
This was easily one of the most pointless and most frustrating features 2K has ever added.
Oh, snap!
They added it in 2K24 and thankfully it was removed in 2K25. Instead of rewarding players for grinding their badges, 2K decided to punish people for not playing a certain way. It made
Facts.
you almost worried to play the game.
I remember this. It was like, let's just say like you want like a 3-point shooting badge, right? But if you don't shoot threes this game, it goes down. Or yeah, I know. Yeah, something like that. But that shit is trash.
Because if you got bad teammates or a ball hog point guard, your badges would.
Wasn't the thing like, or even if you didn't play the game, your shit went down or something like that, or am I tripping?
Go down if you aren't getting the ball enough. You could spend hours grinding a shooting badge, then lose progress just because you had one off game and didn't take enough shots. It punished you for trying to play the game normally. It was honestly so stupid. Say you have Deadeye and you're grinding for Dimer, you better make sure you're still putting up enough shots or that badge is going to go down. It made my career in online just feel like a chore. You weren't just focused on winning anymore, you were also trying to make sure your badges don't regress. Badges are supposed to feel like an accomplishment, and badge regression just made it so you constantly had to monitor them, which obviously makes the game a lot less fun. And badge regression was awful, but
I think that was just also to keep niggas on the game, like to keep niggas playing.
thankfully it was removed, unlike what 2K added at
Number 1.
Number 1.
At number 1, we have microtransactions.
Oh yeah, by a long shot. We don't even need to debate this. We already know why this shit bad.
This is easily the worst thing that 2K's ever added, and it's also the reason the game will never be the same again. It wasn't a big deal in 2K13 when it was first added, and this sounds crazy now, but the only options you were able to buy were 2,000, 5,000, and 10,000.
And it kept going up year after year after year, like crazy.
Which, like I said, is almost unbelievable.
Look at this shit.
When you think about today's games, but over the years,
that's crazy.
2K has turned, which, like
I remember they only had it used to only go up to 100.
Almost
now look,
unbelievable when you think about today's game.
They have $150, bro. Look at this. They got BOGO. Buy 125, get 75. What? Wow. That's wow, 2K.
But over the years, 2K has turned VC into the center of everything. Back then, buying VC was nowhere near as common as it is today.
Wait, hold up. What's the price? Show the price?
VC into the center of everything. Back then,
it's not showing how much money it costs.
Was nowhere
I don't know how much it costs. It's not showing. This shit probably was like $10. Less than 20.
Common as it is today. However, the difference is everything was reasonably priced back then, and you could max your guy out with around $20. And on top of that, almost all the clothing was no more than 5,000 VC. Nowadays, you're paying around 20K for a do-rag, and the prices didn't just get higher for clothes. It costs around $100 to max your player out. But it doesn't stop there. You need it for boosts, accessories, and even animations, which used to be free. And like I said, what makes this even worse is 2K has now designed the game completely around VC. I mean, and at one point, they even tried to charge us for trying to change our hairstyle, something that has always been free. And they also
I do remember the barbershop.
Made earning VC in-game painfully slow. And that's so hopeful.
They did, they definitely do that shit on purpose. See, this is the 2K I remember. And I bet you this shit don't go to 150. I bet you this shit stop at 100.
Hopefully you eventually give in and spend money just to keep up. Because playing this game online as a low overall is just straight up not fun. And it's just crazy that they can get away with...
I'm telling you, they do that shit on purpose so they push... Because think about it. If you do this shit, no money spent, you probably gonna have to play like a whole season, 12-minute quarters, Hall of Fame. Or you could just spend $50 on VC.
Lowering the rewards and at the same time increasing the prices while they're doing so. Now every part of my career, my team, and even cosmetics are tied.
Boy, I ain't like YouTubers was, I mean, of course they was making money, but I'm just thinking like the niggas who had my career and played my team. Like, bro, so much money.
Tied to microtransaction. You can't just play the game anymore.
It just make you wonder, like, what's all this? At least my bad from getting too deep here on some video game shit, but that shit made me wonder, like, is this shit even important? Not important, but like, we'll spend 40 hours a week for this shit, and you know what I'm saying, we blow it on shit that won't matter by next year. We spend it on shit that don't matter by next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it just made me think about money, life, and all that type of deep shit.
You have to pay to enjoy it. And the worst part is, it's hard to see this game getting any better because at this point, they simply make too much money. And that is 10 things we
They make too much money to give a fuck.
wish 2K never added. If I missed any, let me know in the comments, which I'm sure I did because we all know they've added a lot of bad things. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, stay saucy.
Ever since I can remember, I've been popping my collar.
You're lying. No.
Popping my collar.
He's trolling. That was a crazy outro. But shout out to AUG Sauce. Definitely went down memory lane playing this shit. I mean, watching these videos definitely made me think about.
Dasher.
I ain't asked you shit. But thank you to AUG Sauce. This was a fire video, fire talking. And I like this. Definitely gonna see what you got coming up.